Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the last video of the year I plan to have for you. This brings back a problem that I introduced to the pre-calculus students this year who Jay Lee asked and others over the years have asked about my age, and so what I've done is made a trigonometry problem of it. And so happens I showed this problem to the pre-calculus students this year, and we had one student, Ashton, who in Mr. Wiley's class looked at the formulas and figured out how to find my age. And the title of this video has to do with the law of cosines. So I'm going to explain to you briefly what that is. I'll show you the most famous equation in the history of mathematics. A squared plus b squared equals c squared, but c squared minus a squared equals b squared. So that Pythagorean theorem. The law of cosines is very similar to that. Let's go ahead and rewrite this as c squared, just kind of turn this formula around. C squared equals a squared plus b squared. And so this is really just the Pythagorean theorem, but merely the letters small instead of large in another order. And what the law of cosines does, it takes the Pythagorean theorem and adjusts it for angles that can be other than 90 degrees as the hypotenuse. So let's go ahead and write that adjustment down here. It's minus 2ab cosine big C. And so this minus 2ab cosine C is what adjusts for what that angle is. In this case, that angle is going to be this one right here, this angle C. And so we have the sides opposite angle C. That is the hypotenuse that we can adjust. And so there are different ways you can do this. One way you can do it is kind of substitute around with the numbers. You have to remember that that angle for side C is going to have to be in degrees. And in your calculator, what you do for that is you go to your mode. If you go to mode and down on the third line here under mode, you can change radians to degrees or make sure it's in degrees. And then you can tinker around with the numbers and get them right, kind of guess and check. You can actually solve for this big C and take the inverse cosine of C. And I'm not going to do that for you now. I'm going to give you a little clue to what my age really is, and that age is going to turn over the odometer early next month when I go to the next year. But if you look at the sides here of this, the numbers on the sides of this triangle, okay, we're trying to find the angle C. Well, look at the sides opposite, okay? The side opposite that C is 56. The side opposite angle B is 55, and the side opposite angle A is 45. So, what does that tell you? If you had an equilateral triangle, then my age would be 60. But since that side opposite side angle C is the greatest in distance of all the sides, what does that tell you about my age? It's got to be over 60. And I want to just say thank you to everybody who came through in my classroom, had enough faith these last, some of you 3 years, some of you 2 years, some of you this year. And I'm just touched by it, and I wish the best for everybody. And good luck to all. Take care. Bye-bye. And Harvey is talking too, right, Harvey? Let me show you Harvey. Harvey, at least he didn't nudge on the tripod. This is going to be Balin's and Caden's favorite cat, Harvey. They say they don't like cats, but I know they would like Harvey. All right. Thank you.